what is your favorite part? Now the acting questions are not going to come. I guess it's a part of that's my own curiosity.
Okay.
What was your favorite part of acting?
What we do as a kid. Playing parts. Getting to play different characters. Being able to have more than one romances is. And
Which is going to lead into one of my other questions.
I don't know, have no strings attached. I don't know, it was pretty cool as a young kid, when I wasn't married and stuff, having all these, it's fun, the red carpet parties, doing stuff like, I remember one time, this was fun, when I was doing General Hospital, I was just doing an interview like this one time. They asked me, what is one of your favorite things? And I said, I love hot tamale candies. I came to work the next week. My dress room was like, I had all these fans just send me a
hot tamale candy.
And I was like, maybe I should have said diamonds or gold. I was like, man, I gotta go in there.
That's great. That is great.
Yeah.
Well, then the last two questions. The first one is, you come to the combines and football events, and we have a lot of parents, obviously, at the events, and you speak to all these parents. Does anybody ever recognize you as Lieutenant Taggart on General Hospital?
Oh yeah, I mean, General Hospital is a very popular show. ABC is a very popular show. I haven't been on, I think, 4 or 5 years now. I don't think there's a day that goes by, 10, 20 people recognize me. And when I do the combines, a lot of times I just take them out of their misery and I go, yes, I'm the guy from General Hospital, and you hear all of, oh, I knew, and then they get their pictures and the autographs. And that's cool, because to me it's like, you hope that they recognize. I know there's some people out there that they get like, bothered or something. I'm like, but dude, you're only as big as your fans are, in my opinion. So, I always make myself available to, people, and it makes me feel good. I guess I did a good job.
Yeah, absolutely. You did a very good job. I seen you on camera pull up some of the old YouTube videos with you with the, as you said, the rubber gun.
Yeah, rubber gun.
Get down on the ground!
I Anything you say, what were you to get you to say?
You will be busted, doctor!
Running around the corner before they started having good etiquette, running around the corner like this with your gun like that, making law enforcement crazy.
Oh my God, that's great stuff. Now the last question, and I could have chose anything, but I had to stay with the acting theme.
Okay.
I could have talked about football combines and how, you do inspire many of the kids that come to the events, and that's one of the great things about what you do, is that you inspire not just the kids but the parents, because Advocare is not just about obviously only the athletes. That's what we work with, but myself, I've taken off almost 15 pounds in the last 2 months, with the help of Advocare and obviously working out. But my question has to do with acting, and it has to do with one of the great things that every person wants to know. But you get to do those love scenes.
Hey.
I mean, is everything what it's made out to be? Is it?
I wish I could tell you it is, but no. You got lights and crew, and they tell you put your hand here and move this way, and the woman has a bodysuit on. And, now features.
Feature movies.
Movies. Now that can be a whole different ballgame, and there's how do you say, off the record stories. Certain actresses are a little more wilder than others, and it depends who you get cast with. Let's just say you can have a good day.
Yeah. And for Rial's wife, he is 100% dedicated family man. Those are long time gone.
Long time.
And one of the great things, and I'll close, is not only have I gotten to know Rial as a person, we've gotten to know his family. Your son is always at the event running around. You have him lugging your stuff, getting him stronger by lugging the stuff. But I think that's one of the great things about Advocare, and it becomes a family thing. Everybody's focused on bettering themselves and the people around them, and that's one of the great things. And I really appreciated you coming down and taking time in our lovely National Underclassmen Combine Studios to get things done and talk about some of these things, and hopefully we've inspired a few people, informed a few people. Hopefully people have learned a few things, and we're going to continue to do this kind of thing with yourself and our coaches and our partners to help touch as many people as possible.
Awesome, yeah, and I appreciate that, because
Thank
you
you.
know what, you are touching. And one of the things you mentioned, my kids coming down, and the reason I brought my kids down, the first couple, was because I was really impressed with what you and your crew and your coaches do, and the athletes. And I'm not one of those, as much as I want to be,
Right.
I'm not one of those fathers who pushes my kids, but I said, you know what, I need my kids to be around this environment, because I want them to soak up what is happening here, and it's changing their life. So I thank you for that, because you're not only affecting my kids' future, you're affecting my kids' future. So that's what it's all about.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Thanks for coming down.